Depreciation, I thought that was essentially just enough to cover 70% of the capital expenditures over the course of 27 years, 27 and a half.
No, it's the full price of the house. If you built it, it's the full price that you built it for. If you bought it, it's the full price of what you bought the house for. So if you bought a house and the land for $225, and the tax assessor's office says we're gonna give $50,000 of that to the land, that means you got $175,000 that you're gonna depreciate off for the next 27 and a half years.
So that's going to be, you said 175
Yeah,
divided by 27 and a half.
yeah,
And-
or multiplied by 3.6, and same thing. So let's go to the calculator here. If we had 175, we're gonna multiply that, let's just divide it by 27.5. That's gonna be $6,300 a year. So when you turn in your W-2, you get your W-2 from your employer. You give it to your accountant does your taxes. Your accountant's gonna put that $6,300 on a depreciation line, which is gonna be deducted from your taxes. So if you made $100,000, they would take $6,300 and they would take that away from the $100,000. So you're gonna have what? $93,000, whatever it is. That's what you're gonna pay taxes on. You're not gonna pay the tax on right there. So if you was at a 30% tax bracket, then you could take 30% of the $6,300, so you multiply that times 30%. That's $1,900 that you did not pay taxes on, or that you didn't pay in taxes that you would have paid in taxes. So if you paid all that into your taxes, then you would get a refund for that $1,900.
Capital expenditures, even per year, are more than $1,900.
No, not at all.
Really? Per year? I mean, every 5 years you might have to do something that's
So what
10
they're
grand.
figuring on is they're saying you're going to replace every single thing in your house in 27 and a half years. And they're giving you the money back. The taxes on the money back. I mean, basically, that's just free money. They're incentivizing people to invest in real estate so that they can get more houses for people to live in. That's what that's for. You can't have that if you're going to live in a house. You can only have that if you're renting the house, if the house is an investment property.
Okay. So then if you paid $125,000 to build your own house, they give you a depreciation value based off of
The $125,000.
the $125,000 over the course of 27 and a half years. You're guaranteed to get that back in time of 27 years. If you refinance,
It doesn't change. Depreciation stays the same. It doesn't change.
okay.
Now, let's say the house goes up in value 2 times.
Mm-hmm.
You finish that $125,000. You can do depreciation on $125,000, but the house is worth $200,000. You don't get credit for the other $75,000.
That's appreciation. That's different than the cost.
You don't get to use it in your depreciation. So let's say you hold that house for 5 more years, and the house is now worth $270,000. So if you're a high net worth individual earning a lot of money every year, a lot of cash, or a lot of your W-2 is high, then my suggestion would be to sell the house, buy another house or 2 houses with that money at market value. Sell at market value, buy 2 more at market value. Now you get depreciation for the whole amount of money, not just a small amount of money. So that can be a big number at the end of 5 years. You could change it. You could be getting back $3,000, $4,000.
Right. Because you went and have a new purchase price starting today.
Yeah, so I own property that I've had for more than 20 years. That property, some of it I didn't pay nothing for, but it's worth money, good money. If I was needing write-off money, then I would go and sell that property and get something, buy something that would give me more depreciation. But I don't, I have enough depreciation, I don't pay taxes already. So I don't really need more. It would probably still be smart to go do more, because then it'll still stockpile and you don't lose the credit, you still got it. It carries, your depreciation will carry from year to year if you don't use it.
If you don't use it, what? You don't automatically get it and then just store it in another account called the depreciation account?
No, your accountant would just keep up with it. It's kind of like if you're doing your stocks and You have a big profit, you sell it, or let's say you got your stocks and you got a big loss, and then you sell it at a loss, then you get to write the loss off on your taxes. If the loss is more than you made that year, then it writes off everything that you made, and the rest of it will carry over to the next year. They don't give you money back on it. It just carries over next year, and you can use it as a write-off next year.
Okay. Store credit.
Hmm?
Store credit.
Basically.